Hello again, Donut Trophy, and welcome to another video. And this one's going to be something video game related, but it's going to be something related to Sega. This is going to be something Sega related. And it's definitely been a topic I've wanted to talk about for a few weeks now, but I've not really got around to the video. And this is going to be about my thoughts on Sega Forever. Now, for those that don't know what Sega Forever is basically a service that Sega's putting out, already as out there on iOS and Android. And basically it's a service that they're allowing you to basically play the old games. It's a service that they're making and basically allowing you to play the old games from their era. And the thing that's good about these games is that they're actually re-releasing these games from all of their consoles. So they're on the SG-1000, the SG-1000 Mark II, which were never released outside of Japan, and I think even New Zealand, as I heard. Master System, Mega Drive, Mega CD, Mega Drive 32X, Saturn, and Dreamcast, as well as Game Gear. Now I know there is the Sega Pico, but I don't think they're including that, because I think that was mostly an educational, little device for people, so it was. But the mainstream, consoles, and even the SG-1000 and the Mark II, which is a good thing. Now, the thing with these games is that they're going to be emulated on iOS and Android, which is where it's going to be distributed. Now, so far there are actually 5 games, but there's actually only one that's actually not emulated, which is the original Sonic the Hedgehog, which is actually remastered by Chris Whitehead. I think that's what you pronounce his name. And that's just the way it's going to be going. Now, I don't know if any other games are going to be remastered or if they're all going to be emulated, I don't know. But I tried this out when it was released. And I quite like using it. I think it's a great service. I think it's great to play it on the go. And it just feels really, really good. Now, there actually are 2 ways of playing this. There's the first one, which is the free version, where you can play the game without... you can play the game, but there actually are ads in between, which aren't annoying, but I think sometimes when the game pauses itself, they end up playing an ad, and it kind of gets a bit irritating. Or you can basically unlock and pay £1.99 or £2 basically for each game, which isn't bad. I think that's not bad, where you unlock the ads and you just basically play the game as it is. So it's not bad, £2. I know every single game is going to be that, but that's still not bad. Do you know what I mean? And I like this idea of Sega bringing their old classics back. Now I know they've done this a lot. Even when they were first party, they released a lot of classics on the newer consoles. I know there was the Sega Smash Pack for Dreamcast, which were Mega Drive games emulated on Dreamcast. I know there was the Sega Ultimate Mega Drive collection on Xbox 360 and PS3. We've seen a bunch of their old classics released on the Virtual Console for both the Wii and the 3DS. And they've done it overall, you know what I mean? And I think it's a great idea for Sega to do this. And I know a lot of people have been wondering about, what about home consoles and PC? I honestly think that this is a great thing for Sega to do, because I don't mind, playing video games on a mobile phone, but I think the thing that kind of loses it is the virtual controls. Now, sometimes virtual controls can be really, really good, but then sometimes it can be a bit irritating. And it's just nice to play on an actual controller, you know what I mean? That's the thing. And I think if Sega brought this service to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, PC, even PlayStation Vita and, 3DS, I'd love to see that happen. It'd be great to play, Master System games on the 3DS, you know what I mean? That'd be really, really good. I know there is the Sega 3D Classics collection, but it'd be great to have this service. Because a lot of people would love to play the old classics, from Sega, on our PlayStation 4s, our Xbox Ones, our Nintendo Switches, our PCs even, you know what I mean? It'd be really, really good. One thing I'm looking forward to is that they do bring more games from the old consoles. And I think the ones that people are more excited about are Saturn and Dreamcast. I think if they do bring Dreamcast, Sega, bring back ChuChu Rocket, please, because I want to play that game. I've got it on my iOS and Android devices, but not everyone does. And I'd love to see you bring back, you know, ChuChu Rocket. If you bring ChuChu Rocket back and you put this service on home consoles, you'll make me happy and a lot of people happy. Because there's a lot of great games, you know what I mean? I love ChuChu Rocket, but a lot of people would love to see a lot of these classics from, you know, all their consoles, especially the Saturn, because Sega hasn't really released a lot of Saturn games lately. You know what I mean? The Sega Saturn hasn't really got a lot of re-releases, you know, lately and stuff, and even in the past 2 years. That's because of the fact you know, it's kind of hard to emulate a Saturn, you know what I mean, because of the way it was built. But overall, I'm excited for this service, and I'm looking forward to seeing more games come to it. But yeah, ChuChu Rocket, please, Sega. Be good, that, you know what I mean. But yeah, I think overall, I think this is a great idea from Sega. Looking forward to seeing what they build up and stuff. One thing I do like is that you can actually connect controls to it via Bluetooth, or I think even micro USB, which is a nice thing. Because again, I think a lot of people love physical controls. You know, that's just the way it goes. But yeah, overall, I'm excited for this service. I can't wait to see what they add next time, and it sounds really, really cool. So yeah, that's the thing overall. So I just want to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'd love to hear what your thoughts about this. Are you excited for Sega Forever? You know, what are you excited for? Are you not excited? Love to hear what your thoughts are. So I just want to say thank you very much for watching, and see you later. Bye.